Welcome back to another episode of the Me in the Making podcast. My name is Melly Clay, and I'm your host. And this is a show about self discovery, introspection, learning about yourself. And this is a journey that I've been on for many years, and it's something that I love to share with you all. This is season 3. So if you are new here, there are 2 seasons that are on any podcast platform that you might listen to, where I'm speaking with guests and I'm talking to them about who they are now, who they were when they were younger, kind of like their journey of how they've gotten to be who they are now. And we just have really good discussions about that. And I find that learning about other people helps me to learn about myself. And just having those conversations is a lot of fun. So please go back and listen to those if you would like. This is the first season that I'm doing video, so I'm very excited to bring you this video, and I hope you enjoy. And please leave any comments in the comment section here on YouTube. If you listen on Apple Podcasts or on Spotify, I think Pocket Cast, you can also rate the podcast. So please rate us 5 stars. That would be amazing. I would really, really appreciate that, so that this podcast can grow and more people can see it. This season, I've also introduced solo episodes. So some episodes, it'll just be me, like this episode today. And some episodes, I will have guests on where we have conversations and I talk to them about um, what's going on in their lives right now, what they've been learning about themselves, how they've been applying what they've been learning, and just that self-discovery that I think, all should go through and should be curious about, digging into ourselves so that we can really understand more about ourselves and more about our world, etc., more about each other, really. So, this episode today, I want to talk about my recent sleeping habits. And this is something that I have had to learn about myself to figure out, okay, how are you going to sleep through the night? Because it, I don't know when I stopped being able to fully sleep through the night. Maybe it was during the pandemic. I'm not really sure, but it's been within the past few years. And I used to be able to sleep whenever. I used to be the nap queen, okay? But for whatever reason, that just hasn't been happening for the past maybe since I was like 38, 39. And you need to be able to sleep through the night is really what I'm trying to say. Like, I need to get 7, 8, 9, which would be lovely, hours of sleep. But for whatever reason, that has not been the case for me. So I needed to figure out, how am I going to be able to do this? How can I accomplish getting all of my sleep so I can accomplish things during the day? But yeah, when I was younger, I used to be able to sleep through the night. I could take a nap at 5 p.m., wake up at like 7, and then still be able to go to sleep by 11 or midnight and sleep through the night. Like, it was amazing. Maybe it's because I was younger, and now the older I get, the more I am unable to sleep through the night. It could be anxiety. Um, I used to not have anxiety, and I'm not sure why I'm having it now. Probably most likely the pandemic. I don't want to blame everything on the pandemic. When you go to therapy and you don't want to blame everything on your parents. But in this case, I think the pandemic has a lot to do with a lot of my recent self-discovery and introspection, because so many things changed then, and a lot of things that I didn't know would happen to me happened. Um, so yeah, the sleep has definitely been a casualty of me being able to like really feel good about waking up for the day. So, I have been on TikTok, I've been on YouTube, I've been on like Instagram, and I hear a lot of people talking about 2 things mainly that I have bought into the propaganda for. They have been talking about ashwagandha, and they have been talking about mouth tape. So, if you're watching this video, you've probably heard of those 2 things already. But if not, let me tell you a little bit about them. But first, I will say that Okay, so the way that I have been waking up in the middle of my sleep and not really being able to sleep through the night, I would wake up around like 2, maybe 3 a.m. and I'd go to the bathroom. So I'm thinking, oh, I just woke up because I had to go use the bathroom. So then I go to the bathroom, come back, try not to turn on any of the lights, so that I can try to stay in a sleep state, and I'd use the bathroom, I come back to my bed, and I would try to fall asleep. And that is just not something that was coming naturally for me anymore. It was hard to fall back asleep. So I would be awake for maybe an hour or two, still, head down, eyes closed, trying to will myself to fall back asleep, but it just was not happening for me. So, yeah, that would be really frustrating. Eventually, I would be able to fall back asleep, but by that time, maybe I would only sleep for another 2 hours before my alarm would get off and I would have to get ready for work. So, this is just something that I have been dealing with for maybe a year or so. And it was really frustrating because I used to always be able to sleep through the night and it was not happening and it was pissing me off. So, yeah. So I would go to sleep like normal. I would be fine falling asleep, but just getting up in the middle of the night. So I think I was talking to my mom and maybe some of my sisters about this, and they were telling me that apparently, and I haven't dug super into all the research about this, but apparently, your body has a rush of, I think it's a rush of testosterone around 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock in the morning. And if you are anxious about something or if your mind is preoccupied about something, it might cause you to awaken. So when I was being awakened, I'm thinking, oh, it's because I have to use the bathroom. But I don't think that was actually the reason. I think it was because I was having this surge of testosterone at this time. And because my mind was preoccupied with other things, I was waking up. And so when I would wake up, that's when I would realize, oh, I have to use the bathroom. So I'd go use the bathroom, of course. And then I would come back to bed and I'm not able to fall back asleep because I have anxiety about something or my mind is trying to work something out in the background and I'm just not able to fall back asleep. So I'm like, oh, this is why I've been waking up at, 3 o'clock in the morning because of this. And I'm thinking, okay, I've been talking to my therapist about various things. I'm not really sure why I keep waking up like this in the middle of the night. So, but then I started hearing about ashwagandha, and I've been hearing about people taking these pills and it's helping them sleep through the night. And I'm like, well, let me see what that's about. Like, what's going on here? Like, I need that. So I did a little bit of research and I have some research for you here. And it's from Northwestern Medicine, .org, because I didn't want to just tell y'all about the AI overview. I wanted to go to an actual source to tell y'all about ashwagandha and mouth tape. So, ashwagandha is it comes from a plant and it can help your body manage stress. So it's an adaptogen, which is a unique class of botanicals that help to regulate your body's stress response. So these words here, manage your stress response, like this is something that really lit off for me because I'm like, okay, I'm waking up at 3 o'clock in the morning because of my anxiety and my stress levels. So it seemed like this ashwagandha would really help me to manage all of that and help me, hopefully, to be able to sleep through the night. So some of the benefits that are on nm.org, Northwestern Medicine, some of the benefits, research says some of the benefits are reduced anxiety, improved sleep. It can promote I'm sorry, not hair loss. It can promote hair growth, especially if the hair loss is connected to you dealing with stress. So that improved sleep and reduced anxiety, that's really what like lit off the page for me when I was researching this last year. And I'm like, okay, this is what I need because obviously I need to address my anxiety in some kind of way, but if every single night I'm waking up in the middle of the night and I'm not able to have uninterrupted sleep, then that's going to be a problem. Um, so I decided to get me some ashwagandha. And there are different, you can take it in pill form. I think you can take it in like liquid form. Oh, and let me preface this. I should have prefaced this in the beginning. I'm not a doctor. I am not a scientist. I am no one. I've just done some research on the internet, which is what you all can do. The best thing that you can do is to talk to your doctor if you are able to go on ashwagandha, um, because there could be some adverse effects for certain people. So you just want to double check that you can go in there and take this in order to help you, sleep better. Or your doctor might prescribe another solution, like maybe there's something else that's going on with your sleep and that can better address it. So, disclaimer, I am not a doctor. So, let's all keep that in mind. This is just something that I want to share what I have been going through and what's been helping for me. So, I would definitely suggest talking to your doctor about what you should do for your sleep if you are going through what I've been going through. So, of course, those benefits are amazing. There are also some other side effects, like stomach irritation, nausea, headaches, drowsiness. So those are some things that you want to look into. Also, there are other side effects as well, but they're a little bit more specific to certain people. So I didn't want to get into all of that, but I just want you all to be aware that it like there could be some adverse side effects as well. So with the reduced anxiety potential and the managing stress potential, improved sleep, that was really what I was hoping for and really, really wanting. So, they also said that you can take ashwagandha during the day to help improve your focus because it's going to reduce your cortisol levels and reduce your anxiety. So, throughout the day, if you find that you are anxious, maybe look into taking ashwagandha, talk to your doctor about that to see if that increased focus can help you out, like that reduced cortisol levels. So, yes, so I started taking ashwagandha only at night. I haven't tried taking it during the day just yet because I haven't found that I needed it, but it's nice to know that it's there in case I do need it to take it during the day. But so I would take two pills. They give you a dosage on the bottle to tell you how much you should take at any given time. So the pills that I got on the bottle, it says that you can take two pills twice a day. So I'm just taking two pills once a day right before I go to sleep. So I've been taking that and it was really helping me. Like it was helping me for a good amount of time. Oh, and some research also says that ashwagandha is really good for the short term, but there haven't been enough studies done for long term to see what the long term effects are. So that's another thing to keep in mind when you are thinking about embarking on taking ashwagandha. So just something else for you all to be aware of. So it was working really well for me, and I was noticing a difference in the way that I would sleep, and I would be able to sleep through the night. But sometimes I would wake up, but it would kind of be later. It'd be like 4 a.m., 5 a.m. So I wasn't really sure what was going on with that. But then I also started to hear about this other phenomenon called mouth tape. Oh, and I meant to bring I meant to bring a little mouth tape piece to show y'all what it is, but it's basically like this fabric tape essentially, like it's kind of stretchy where you can put it over your mouth when you sleep at night. So the benefits of mouth tape. um, is going to be, and I got this information from clevelandclinic.org if you want to look into there or do your own research. This is probably also something else that you should talk to your doctor about, because you are, sealing your mouth off from being able to breathe through your mouth essentially when you're sleeping. So maybe talk to your doctor about it. Once again, I am not a doctor. Um, but yeah, so some of the benefits of okay, so basically mouth tape is going to encourage your body to breathe through your nose only when you're sleeping. And so some benefits of breathing through your nose are lowering your blood pressure, filtering allergens, humidifying the air that you breathe as it goes through your nose, and it will help to moisturize your throat. And another benefit is decreasing anxiety. So because of these benefits, I was thinking, okay, decreasing your anxiety, lowering blood pressure. Ooh, that's hard to say. And filtering allergens, moisturizing your throat. These are some things that I'm like, yeah, I could benefit from that because when I sleep, I think I snore, but when I sleep, I'm breathing through my mouth. That's the way that my body is operating at this point. And so with mouth tape, if I'm covering my mouth and this is encouraging my body to only breathe through my nose, I'm like, okay, let me look into this. Let me see if this is going to work for me. So I was on TikTok and saw some of the brands that they were advertising and recommending. So I kind of looked into one of the brands that I ended up purchasing, and listen, this has been like very clutch for me. Using this mouth tape has been, I just can't even I can't praise it enough. Once again, please talk to your doctor about this. Don't only listen to me. I'm not a doctor. But for me, this has really been helpful for me to sleep through the night. Like the ashwagandha and mouth tape combo, the little 1-2 combo, Muhammad Ali, okay? Cassius Clay. He might be a distant cousin of mine, but the combination has really been chef's kiss for me. It's really been working. And I've been talking to some of my friends. We're also kind of on the same page with this. I think one of my good friends told me about mouth tape originally. Like she had started taking it herself, or taking it. She had started using it herself. And then I was also seeing it on the internet as well. So, yes, it's really been helping me. Like, I'll put the mouth tape on and I start to fall asleep. And it's also helping me fall asleep faster, which is something that I didn't think that I had an issue with, but with taking, or I keep saying taking mouth tape like I'm ingesting it. With using mouth tape, it's really been helping me to fall asleep faster. And I'm like, oh, I thought I was falling asleep faster before, but I guess I was not. Because I'll put the mouth tape on. I've taken my ashwagandha maybe 30 minutes before. I put the mouth tape on, put my head on the pillow, and then the next thing I know, I'm waking up to my alarm. Like I haven't awakened throughout the entire night. And it's just been really amazing for me. So I I want to say that these two things have really been helping me. And it's something that I had to learn about myself and really like face. Like, okay, Melissa, you're not the nap queen anymore. You can't sleep through the night anymore. It might be because of age, it might be anxiety. I'm not really sure. But I need to address this symptom now and, continue to speak with my therapist about whatever else is going on. Like maybe start journaling every day so that I can get those thoughts out of my head and so that my brain can stop processing these thoughts because I've gotten them out. That is something that I want to continue thinking about. Like I need to journal every day. But yeah, like the ashwagandha and the mouth tape, really the mouth tape I would say has been the MVP for me because I think because of that, like closing my mouth, um, all these benefits with, reducing anxiety is the main thing for me, I think. And I have also noticed like when I wake up, my mouth doesn't feel dry. It feels, it also can decrease bad breath, is what the anxiety says. Like mouth breathing has side effects, and the side effects of mouth breathing are dry mouth because, as you breathe through your mouth, that air is going to dry out all the moisture from your mouth. So it's going to, you're going to have dry mouth, you're going to have bad breath, you're going to have a sore throat. So there are multiple things that breathing through your nose is really going to benefit, for you and for me, which it's really been helping. Um, I, this episode is a little bit longer because I just love talking about these two things. So definitely look into it for yourself. Talk to your doctor if you have been feeling like I need to have better sleep. Um, please, please, sleep is really like that's the main thing, to get you through the day and have you feeling better about your day. So definitely look into it for yourself. And for the next thing I want to talk about is my segment of Pod Corner. So, this is a segment where I recommend a podcast to you all because I love podcasts and I listen to them daily. I listen to them more than I listen to music. And I just get a lot of really good information from podcasts. I also get a lot of fun entertainment, like I'm laughing a lot. And I really like to support people, embarking on creating podcasts. And I would like to recommend I could probably recommend to you all like 60 podcasts. So I'm like, let me put this in my little podcast to recommend you all because if you like watching podcasts or listening to podcasts, maybe you want more. Maybe you're not as voracious as I am and you haven't discovered as many as I have. So, yes, I would love to recommend Petty Crimes to you all. And it is a podcast about non-crimes. So people write in things that they have done, things that friends have done, family have done that are petty against someone, and they write in to have the host judge how petty they were, if they need any petty sentencing. And it's just a really, really a lot of fun. And they also do this little segment called Criminal or Minimal. So it's a good time. So definitely give it a watch, give it a listen if that is what you are into. And thank you so much for making it through this episode. And I really hope that you can get a really good night's sleep tonight. And thank you for coming to another episode of the Me in the Making podcast. Bye. This has been another episode of the Me in the Making podcast. Please rate us 5 stars on Apple Podcasts, on Spotify. Subscribe to this YouTube channel. Subscribe wherever you get your podcasts. Tell a friend, tell a family member. We all deserve to grow and change and become our best selves, whatever that might look like to you. And please connect on Instagram at Making Me Pod, on TikTok. You can email me at meli@makingmepod.com. I would love to hear from you. Let me know if you want to be a guest on the show. And yeah, I'm just having such a great time. I'm so happy to have been able to launch this video episode for you all, and come again. Bye.